Hey there, guys. How you doing? This is Chris Johns here at Guaranteed Rate Mortgage, and I wanted to bring you some information that I think is going to help. So this video is primarily for real estate agents and loan officers. I suppose anybody who's in sales or an entrepreneur of any kind may get value from this. So what I want to do is just kind of explain to you a little bit about who I am and what I'm going to do here. So I've been doing mortgage in this industry for 19 years. And for my entire life, I have been a student. And the way that I learn is I take notes in a way that will allow me to then teach that information. That's just kind of how I process it. And so I wanted to bring you some content here that's gonna help your business. So one of the kings of small businesses and entrepreneurship is Michael Gerber. If you haven't heard of him, you really need to look up some of his stuff. But he has written a book called The E-Myth. This is an older book that has been around and stood the test of time, and it's good stuff. So what I want to do is talk to you about 3 of the points that he uses to sort of illustrate how entrepreneurs and small businesses need to run. So what he calls it is innovation, orchestration, and quantification. So let's start with the innovation piece. So what that is the idea. So what we need to do in our marketing and in our business is to come up with new ideas or take other ideas that are already in place and modify those a little bit, make them our own. And one of the things with innovation that we find is that people get so stuck in the day-to-day of running their business and doing all the busy work that they don't carve out time to just sit and think. That's the innovation piece. So one of the suggestions that I would have for you is to use something called a theme day. So a theme day is you set a day and a time that you're going to spend like an hour. Michael Gerber calls this the dream room. So you are going to go into the dream room, which is, it doesn't have to be a room. It's just a place you go for an hour or for 30 minutes, whatever you have, to come up with some ideas and systems and processes. Let's say at 10 a.m. every Wednesday, you do this. You kind of keep a journal and you work on your innovation and your ideas. So then once you have your ideas, the next part of this is orchestration. How am I going to carry out this idea? What kind of systems and processes am I going to put into place in order for this idea to work? And I tell you, systems are where it's at. That is what we need to do, is to come up with systems. It's something that I've been working on for years and years, and it would be more than happy to give you some suggestions. If we talk about your idea, come up with some systems to put in place. Now, the final piece of his innovation, orchestration, and quantification. So what is quantification? That is keeping track of how it's working. So what you want to do with that is create a, let's call it a dashboard, a very simple one-page at a glance so you can see how you're doing. So here's an example of quantification. Let's say I want to start tracking my leads every month. Every time I get a name, a phone number, or an email of somebody who wants to buy or sell a house, that is a lead. I'm going to write it down in my book. And what's going to happen is I'm also going to write down and chart which one of those leads closed and turned into a transaction and into a paycheck. So let's say you had 8 leads in the month and 2 of them closed. Now you know you have a 25% conversion ratio. So if you say that you want to make more money and you want to start closing 4 loans a month instead of 2 for transactions, you know that you have a 25% conversion ratio. So in order to have 4 closings, you need to accumulate 16 leads at a 25% conversion ratio. So this is what keeping track of your metrics is going to do for you. So these kinds of things are things that I'm very well versed in. And I've gone to countless seminars and have had coaching and read all the books over and over again. And I'm telling you, innovation, orchestration, and quantification are going to take you a real long ways. So if you want to have a longer discussion with me about this, please reach out to me. I would love it if you would subscribe to my YouTube channel. And any way that I can help you, that makes me happy. So thanks everyone for listening. And I'm looking forward to bringing you some more content as we go. Thanks, guys. Bye-bye.